Yo, what's going on, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to prepare and what's to come for set 2. SDS has dropped a lot of tweets and just tidbits on what's coming out, and it seems like it's a ton of content. Just like day 1, when we received a lot of content, day 1 of set 2 is about to be a ton of content as well. And we're just going to talk about how to prepare for it and what to look forward to, all right? But before we do, make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. And in the comment section below, let me know what you're most looking forward to in set 2 and what you're going to be doing to prepare for set 2. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so for set 2, part of it, we're getting a whole new two brand new series of cards. We got the Kaiju, as you see right here. And then we got the Incognito series. As you can see, it's the nicknames of players. We're gonna have what's called the Alter Ego pack. This is just the base round for the Alter Ego. They did show there's the rare round. You got Kirsch, Say Hey Kid, Willie Mays, and then Rhino, Ryan Sandberg. That's a good Alter Ego, especially Kirsch and Willie Mays. Ryan Sandberg should also be very good for a second baseman. But we definitely need starting pitchers, so seeing 99 Kershaw is nice right off rip. And then Willie Mays, outfielders, it's going to have speed and defense. It's also nice to see as well. Obviously, we're going to have these packs that we see, or this is the first pack we're going to see, Alter Ego pack. Then you got the Kaiju series. The Kaiju series is another brand new series of cards that's come out. And basically a Kaiju is a monster, Japanese monster that's used in their TV shows and science fiction movies. So anything science fiction related, a Kaiju that they have that's related to monsters, a Kaiju is one of their monsters. That's what it stands for. After a good little quick Google search, translate from Japanese to English, or what it means exactly. With that being said, this is going to be for the season 2 XP path. So obviously season 1 we had the WBC cards. Now we're going to have for season 2 XP path, or well, we had the WBC and charisma cards. Actually, it was just charisma cards for the 97 overalls, like Troy Gloss and guys like that. Now we're going to have Sean Green, Corey Kluber, 97 overall, Brian Roberts, Blake Snell, George Brett, Monte Irvin, and John Franco. And honestly, I think that's the highest overall John Franco I've ever seen. He could kind of be tricky this year, as it obviously has that screwball as usual, but the slider being a pitch that's a lot better this year, one of the better pitches in the game, especially lefty on lefty, he's going to be tough. Blake Snell, I mean, he's usually not very good, but with the slider being the way it is, lefty on lefty, it's going to be tough. And who knows? I don't think they're going to give him outlier. I don't see why they would, but maybe they give him a fifth pitch like a sinker or a two-seamer or a cutter. That can make him better as well. And of course, it's going to depend on his hit per nine, walks per nine. George Brett, we know from last year, he is an absolute stud. If he's given the correct attributes, has an amazing swing. He'll probably have some really good quirks as well this year. However, it being a 97 overall, I'm not sure he's going to be he's definitely not going to be anywhere near as good as his Retro Finest was, but I really don't see him being that great because he is a 97 overall. He usually has decent defense. That brings up the overall. Now, Monte Irvin is a guy that I really don't remember seeing a good card from him last year, to be quite honest with you. And it was MLB 21. We had a signature series, and I don't remember exactly how good that signature series was. So correct me if I'm wrong. If he got a 99 overall, please let me know. I don't remember how good it was. 97 overall, Brian Roberts, switch hitting second baseman, gonna have speed, decent defense. Problem is, he never usually has the power that you need. Last year was the best card we had, and even then, he was very good against righties, but not so great against lefties. We'll see what he's got as a 97 overall. I just don't see him gonna be that over the top, but you never know. They may surprise us. Corey Kluber, I really think that this Corey Kluber could be kind of good, but at the same time could be not so good because it is a 97 overall. So we're not going to have the super high hit per nine, at least in my opinion. I'm thinking off rip. But as long as his hit per nine is usable, which usable would probably be in the mid hundreds, and his pitching clutch is in the mid hundreds as well. You know, he's going to have that sinker cutter slurve combo. That's going to be tough. He usually has really good control. So another card that could be making the rotation. Just again, Corey Kluber's definitely going to be dependent on that hit per nine and pitching clutch. And then Sean Green is another guy. He got a really good card last year, legend of the franchise. Very good against righties. Oh, it was good enough against lefties. Just point of the year that it came out. Too many good outfielders. He wasn't replacing anyone. But Sean Green does have a really nice swing. And given the fact that there's a lot more righties than lefties starters right now, he could be good if he has really good attributes against righties and some decent quirks. However, we're seeing Kershaw, as you saw, he's coming out. So some more lefty starters I expect to come out that are usable in set 2 for sure. All right, we're coming back to the base round. Scoots Magoots, Scott Barlow. His live series card, this is the first time we ever get a high Scott Barlow, and his live series card only has a slurve, slider, four seam, and the four seam doesn't have outlier. He doesn't even throw it upper 90s, he throws it mid 90s. So honestly, I don't know how good he could be, but if they added a fourth pitch like a changeup or a splitter, maybe he could be kind of good, because again, the slurve and the slider are very good pitches this year. Righty on righty, when you throw it away, makes the PCI smaller, even if it's in the strike zone. So depending on the pitches he's got, and obviously hit per nine and whatnot, but looked at his card, doesn't seem like it's going to be that intriguing for the bullpen. We got Putt, Richie Ashburn. We know how he is. High contact, terrible power, never cracks a lineup. Garv Sauce, Mitch Garver. Garver always has a really nice swing, and he usually, when he has cards that are higher overall, he usually has tremendous pop. The only problem that he doesn't have is the contact. Now, as a 97 overall, maybe we do get a better contact. And again, if he has that high clutch, if he gets a high clutch, that could also be a factor, and it could help him play. But obviously, we have to factor in contact, in my opinion, this year, along with clutch as well. Cakes, Jim Palmer. I think that's his nickname because he is cake to hit. I'm just kidding. Not really, but maybe he gets a different set of pitches. Who knows? And then last but not least, CT3, Chris Taylor, left fielder, but you know he's going to have a ton of secondary, second base, shortstop, third base. He's a utility guy. CT3, famous for that 3-homer game back in 2021 when he got an he had a postseason card to start off with, and then they made it even better. That's the last time we got a good CT3. I didn't personally like his swing that year, but I think they've changed his swing since then, so who knows? But again, 97 overall, outfielder. Too many good outfielders right now to see if even CT3 plays, but it's a cool card. These card arts are absolutely phenomenal. They're freaking sick. So Team Affinity, this seems to be like the replacement of the Charisma pack, this Incognito series cards for Team Affinity Season 2. Season 1, if you remember, the Charisma 97 overalls were like this kind of pack. Now it seems like the Incognito again is the one that's replacing those. We got Big Fella, CJ Crone, Slick Nick Ahmed, Mr. Padre, of course, and Tony Gwynn, Funky, Muncy, Max Muncy. At first, I read it a little bit different. You can use your imagination how I actually read it. I'm not going to say it, but you can use your imagination. And then last but not least, the horse, Matt Cain, new legend added this year. Really curious to what pitch mix Matt Cain's going to get. If he has a sinker cutter slider, decent hit per nines, he could possibly play. Got to see what he has, though. Muncy, I love his swing. I used his supercharged fan voted card the whole week that he had it. He was absolutely insane. I don't expect him to be as good as that card, but you never know. Hopefully he does get an absolutely insane card because his swing is phenomenal. Tony Gwynn, 97 overall. What I expect is super high contact, high clutch, low power, good defense, good speed. Power is just not going to play, but we'll see what happens. Slick Nick Ahmed, going to have probably 99 fielding because he's a great defender. Not going to have the hitting. Definitely probably not going to crack a lineup. He'll be probably my last pick when it comes to these cards. And then CJ Crone, this is a card that could be kind of good. Crone has a beautiful swing in the game. He just doesn't get, like, he's had a 99 overall finest before. It's just never as good as the other first baseman of the game. And again, I don't expect that at this point as a 97. And they showed the AL East. You got Kevin Youkilis, Baby Giraffe, Tyler Glasnow, I don't know if that's his actual nickname, but hey, what do I know? Steady Eddie and Eddie Murray, La Máquina, Jose Barrios, and then Nasty Nestor. Again, another left-handed starter that could be viable if he has a good hit per 9 and K per 9. We know that Nestor has a sinker, cutter, slider combo in his mix. Also the changeup and a four seam. Again, it's going to depend on that hit per 9 and pitching clutch to see if he'll be good or not. But as a 97 overall, I'm not holding my breath. Euclid, last year, man, he got introduced to the game. I used his prime card and he went off for me. He hit 3 bombs in his debut. And I believe all of them were off of 99 Randy. I can't exactly remember, but I know definitely 2 of them were. With that being said, though, he has a very, very quick swing. I absolutely loved it last year. Hopefully it's still the same. But again, a 97 overall first baseman. Probably could play third as well. Don't know if you end up cracking the lineup. We got to see these attributes, but I'm just going based off the fact he's a 97 overall. Baby Giraffe, Tyler Glasnow. Who knows? If they give him outlier and he also throws a cutter and a slider, maybe he could be kind of, maybe he could play. I don't know. We got to see if they give it to him. He is 6'8" as well, so that's always tough to read. Who knows? We got to see what they give him. Steady Eddie. We know Eddie Murray, switch hitting first baseman, plays good defense, has a good swing as well. As a 97 overall, I don't know what his attributes are going to be hitting wise, because he does have good defense that's going to drive up the overall. Maybe they lowered his defense to give him more hitting since the 97. Who knows? We got to find out. And then Jose Barrios, probably the last pick. He doesn't have the pitches that you need to have to be successful as a pitcher in Diamond Dynasty. Just simple as that. He'll probably be the last pick. But all these cards, man, they're cool. Super nice card art. Super creative, in my opinion, when it comes to the like the series and them going thinking outside the box. That's also something really cool. Like bring in the incognito, to use the nicknames. It's a nickname series. Basically what it is, and that's nice to see that they're trying to, you know, think outside the box to see which way they can absolutely crush it this year with the content, and seems like it's going to be another nice set when it comes to set 2. Now we've talked about, obviously we've talked about the content, I gave a little, talked about, you know, what's coming, what we should be expected to see. There's still more to come out. They haven't released everything yet. We're going to have a live content stream tomorrow before everything gets released. However, with that being said, how do we prepare for it? I honestly think the way to prepare for it is like a big live series collection, or not live series, sorry, like a big Legends and Flashback collection. Okay. Yes. Could set 2 be a collection by itself? Absolutely. Of course. However, my gut is telling me that set 2 is going to be it, or them adding set 2 is just a continuation to the set 1 collection. I don't know why I have this feeling, but I just feel like the Legends and Flashback collection is getting replaced with these set collections for each set, right? You're gonna have set 1 collection, set 2, set 3, set 4, set 5, set 6. If there's a set 7, I think it only shows up to set 6. And I think it's just going to be a continuation. The reason being that I think it's only going to be, or it's going to be a continuation is, and I could be totally wrong. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm just saying you have to prepare yourself for that. That's all I'm saying, right? The reason I think that is because, in my opinion, the set 1 cards are going to lose value once set 3 comes around, that you can't use them anymore, right? Which is still 2 months away. July something is going to be the last time you can use set 1 cards, but it's not that. It's the fact that those cards are obviously still on the marketplace, right? I mean, obviously there's still programs that you could still complete. Those cards, those programs and all that, those other programs that you completed for set 1, the cards that you bought, they're just not going to disappear, right? They're still going to be there. Those cards are still going to be in the marketplace, the set 1 cards. The other programs for set 1 are still going to be there for you to complete, right? And being the fact that they added the collections for each set, I just don't see there being a reason why a big Legends Flashback collection is going to be there, right? How do you top Babe Ruth and Chipper Jones? right? How do you top that for a big Legends and Flashback collection? You really can't top it. The only thing you can do is just bring out another set collection like they're gonna do and have another 3 outstanding cards. And how do you top that? With another 3 outstanding cards, right? You don't top it with one Legends and Flashback collection. No, you don't do that. So they're just gonna keep posting or putting out the set collections. And I think it's just gonna, like I said, a continuation. Now, again, is that 100%? Am I right on the money? No, I don't think I'm on the money. I'm saying it's a possibility. You have to think about that. Simple as that. I could be totally wrong. It could be its own separate collection where it's only set 2 cards. I'm going to be ready for the fact that it could be a set 1 and set 2 combined, and then whenever set 3 would be, it would be set 1, set 2, and set 3 cards, so on and so forth, right? I have to think it's that way because I have to think that it's going to be that way because that would make me get ready for it. And if I'm already ready to do that, I don't have to scramble, right? Those prices will jump up again on these set 1 cards if that does happen. Now, I am missing a few cards, but I'm going to get them before everything drops tomorrow and before that live stream happens. Why? Because when that live stream happens, and if they do say that set 1 collection is gonna be factored into the set 2 collection, guess what's gonna happen? Those cards are gonna freaking absolutely skyrocket because everybody's gonna be scrambling on the marketplace buying those cards because they need them. So have that in mind. Now, last but not least, Team Affinity's coming back again for season 2. Now, season 2, do I think this will be a continuation? No, I think the Team Affinity has always been separate if I can remember correctly. So I think it is going to be separate, and it'll be a whole new set of things where you just start from scratch, from 0% to work all the way to 100%, rather from, I guess they have had it before where it does add on to it. So they have. I could be wrong. I think they did. So that 100% ends up becoming like, I don't know, 40-something% or whatever when they do add it. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just going to be a fresh, brand new set where it's going to say AOE season 1, or sorry, AOE season 2, NLE season 2, so on and so forth. But again, how do we prepare for that? Just remember how to do the mini seasons, right? I'm assuming the mini seasons are again going to have those vouchers. Just remember how to do the mini seasons. Go to single player mode, mini seasons. Make sure you click on the one that says Team Affinity season 2 this time, and then do your Team Affinities. Add those players to the team that you want to use. So again, stock up on one division. So let's say you want to use NL East players, so stock up on Braves players or Marlins players, so on and so forth. Build that PXP as you're playing the mini seasons. Remember, you don't have to win every game in mini seasons. All you have to win about is 15 to 16 games. So get those 15 wins, keep track of the standings. If you have to, at the end of the season, play another game based off what you're seeing on the standings. Well, guess what? Go ahead and play that extra game, get into the playoffs as the 4 seed, get those vouchers, and then it's 2 series, semifinal and final, best of 5. Win those series, get some more vouchers, get a total of 40,000 TA points worth of vouchers, and put it to a division that you did not use players from. So if you use the NL East players, you're building that PXP, go ahead and put it into an AL East or the AL Centrals, depending on which card you want to get first from one of those divisions. Whoever you think that you would want first, go with that division. In throwing in the vouchers, again, in my opinion, you should not use your vouchers on the division that you're using a full team from to build the PXP. You're gonna build that PXP. It's repeatable. It's not that much. It's 2,500 PXP. It's not super crazy, and you get 5,000 TA points every time you get 2,500 PXP. So with that being said, we've shown some of the cards that they've already dropped on Twitter, teased for us for tomorrow. We've also talked about what we're expecting from these cards, who could possibly make the lineup, what needs to happen for some cards to make the lineup, right? And then we also talked about preparing for set 2, especially the collection. Like I said earlier, I did not It's not that I expect it to be that way. I just rather be prepared for it to be the way I said it was than having to go scramble if it is how I'm expecting it to be. Okay? Or not expecting, but how it could possibly end up being, I should say. Or how I imagine it that it could possibly end up being, where set 1 cards also count towards the set 2 card, towards the set 2 collection. Anyways, I am very excited for set 2. Looks like there's a lot of good cards to come, a lot of neat stuff that SDS has put together, the content team, with the 2 new series, Kaiju and Incognito. I am very excited to see what they have in store for the whole entire set 2 and beyond. It seems like SDS is definitely upping their content game. They upped it to a point where they've dropped 99s right off rip, and now they have to continue that. So everything that looks like it's dropping for set 2 is looking like it is a continuation. I'm very excited for set 2 and to put out more debuts, more videos for set 2. I'm just ready for it already. I can't wait to see the live stream to see what else they have in store for the drop of set 2. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn those notifications on. Leave a like on the video, and in the comment section below, let me know what you think about what I said in regards to the collections, if you think I'm right, and let me know what you think I missed on when it comes to preparing for set 2. All right, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Love y'all.